Hi guys, very good morning to one and all. So I'm very happy to be live today on behalf of SHASHI DREAM Foundation, which is a part of NGO where they are making some wonderful programs, especially with eminent speakers on various career paths. So I'm here today to talk about cybersecurity. Before that, let me introduce about myself. I'm Sandeep Mudalkar. I'm the founder and CEO of Sytech Private Limited, and I'm working for various police departments across India as a cybercrime investigator and trainer. And apart from that, I'm associated with various state and central government sectors like Indian Army, Customs and Central Tax, CDTI, Telangana Police Academy, AP Police Academy, MCHRDI. Like there are various organizations where I'm connecting into. So where my journey was started since 2006, where I was doing my BTech second year at the time, and that is how today I'm with experience of 14. So I have been working with various police department and working on numerous cybercrime cases, and there are more than 100 plus cases which have been solved till date. And apart from that, we specialized into like the services we are providing from my company behalf of Sytech Private Limited, like on workshops, seminars, investigations, crime consultancy, and we develop website designing, penetration testing. We provide VAPT as well, SEO, search engine optimization. Like that, we have so many services which have been provided. So we don't have any specific sector, I can say, because we are involved into every sector like electronics, civil, IT, right, mechanical department, any department it can be, because nowadays cyber crimes is the one which has become a vast subject, and moreover every organization is connected to internet. So being a responsible citizen, yes, we know that internet is the one which is very good connectivity, which can make us to connect very in a just fraction of seconds. But apart from that, there are a lot of crimes as being committed by cyber criminals, which we are responsible for whatever the things which are happening around us. So here one thing I want to make very clear is that, so I will just give a brief talk about the cybersecurity career, like about the internet activity, how it has started and which year it was started, and then I will get into some cybersecurity tips and the career guidance, how it will be benefiting you a lot. So as you know that now the present situation, we are fighting against COVID-19. Coronavirus, you know how dangerous it is, how it is misusing each and every lives. So we are being in busy schedule, now we are idle. So that is all because of corona. We cannot say that this country has did, that country has did, or it has been started through animal. We are not aware about that. So it's none of our business to point everything. But when there are a lot of attacks has been happening across the globe, we know that the cyber attacks is also number one, but now we are seeing live the bio war which is happening across us, and the attacks which is being happening on the humans. We don't know on which part the attacks is been happening, but as if now till date we are aware that only humans are getting affected by this, but we don't know about the nature, or we don't know about the domestic and wild animals, how they're affecting and all. But here the thing is, like, one thing we have to remember a lot. There are different types of wars which has been happening across the globe since long year. Like, you know that the 1918 there was a Spanish flu. Again, we don't know who has created this virus. Almost like 5 million people have died, and now the current coronavirus. So in between there are a lot of wars like World War I, World War II. So using weapons, knives, bullets, tanks, etc., missiles and all, people used to fight. But now the technology is not like that, guys. You know, the war can be happening just with the help of a technology, that means through computer. So through computer, anything can happen across the globe. Suppose if now I'm sitting here, now you're somewhere. So if I get to know your IP address, then I can get into your computer. That means I can see everything, whatever you are doing, all your data, all your hard disk information, the person who's sitting in front of camera, I mean in front of your laptop, and the keystroke which you're typing. That means you can just realize in how worse the situation the technology is moving into. So again, it's our responsibility to understand how to use this technology. So cyber crimes, cyber security, cyber forensics, as you know that there are different domains, but they all domains belongs to cyber security only. So it can be a VLSA, it can be embedded systems, it can be information technology, mechanical engineering, civil department, aeronautical engineering, anything it can be. Every technology is connected to internet, right? Artificial intelligence also, every technology is connected to internet, and if the network is compromised, then your data can be theft easily. So it's our responsibility to think about that. So when we are accessing to internet, I know that, and even you know that we use pirated software a lot. Especially in India, most of the users uses piracy. So as per my knowledge, since my service of 2006, I know that there are 89% people are using still pirated software only. You know how hard it is to digest and to hear such things, but still people are depending on that, like pirated software, like operating systems which people are using, and then the softwares which people are using, and then the crack versions which people are downloading from torrent websites. So these things are very dangerous. It can be a very easy to talk about that, but when practically it will work, it's very difficult to understand that. So now you are watching my live show and you don't know that your phone is already compromised or not, and you don't know that someone is spying your live chat which is being happening on your smartphone. Even that person also can see. That means even if your phone is idle as usual, normally the phone, if the screen is in the black, still the camera can be switched on. That means you can just understand how will be the future of cyber war. So in future, no attacks, no human beings will be there. Direct attacks will be there. Direct with a computer, the criminals will be operating the missiles and they will be hunting us. So other than that, I will just give you some general tips like about the cyber security and then the career guidance. So it's very important nowadays in COVID-19. We are just attached to this electronic devices like smartphones or laptop, tablet, anything it can be. So we are just spending with various activities. We are just time passing nowadays because we are getting too bored by sitting at home. And there are people who wants to make some different careers. They are doing some research. And experts like us, we are writing n number of articles. Yesterday also there was my article in the Pioneer, and today also there was article in Namaste Telangana. So you can just have a look. We are doing a lot of research. So it's not only my responsibility, it's even your responsible to do some kind of research on any activity. You just take a task and you please do some research on that. Then only you will understand what is what. If you don't think about these activities, then it's very difficult for you to survive. So let us talk about cyber security now. Cyber security, before getting into that, we will talk about world. There is a globe with different connectivity. That is nothing but the internet, and that world is called as a cyber world. And through that internet connection, there are cyber criminals that they're connecting with various people through some different sources, and they're grabbing our information. That means that is how the cyber crime has came into the picture. First is world, and then that world is connected to internet, and that is called cyber world. And then the crimes which is being committed by that internet, that is called cyber crimes. So let's have some brief structure about how the cyber security role will be played in point of investigations. So first, the hackers will commit a crime. That means they will be targeting you. They will steal your information, or some amount of rupees will be debited from your account, and then you will be becoming a victim of cyber crimes. After becoming a victim, of course, we know that we will go to the cybercrime police station and we will report. The police will collect the data from you, whatever the information you have, like chats, email IDs, phone number, that information will be collected from you, and then through that information, FIR will be launched and the police will get the data. Suppose imagine that you got Facebook account got hacked. So you came to the cybercrime police station and you reported that, sir, my Facebook account got hacked. So what police will do, they will report to the Facebook and they will request for the IP addresses, and then the Facebook will give the IP addresses, and then through that IP address, suppose imagine that IP address belongs to Airtel. Through Airtel, that IP address data will be got from the service provider, and through that IP address, police will catch the suspect. So that is how the structure. Then where is the cyber security role is being played here? For example, when the investigator is requesting Facebook to provide the IP address, imagine that the Facebook is not giving. It can be some Facebook or any kind of social media or some porn sites. If you take a best example, porn sites, these all porn sites are being operated from other countries. And when the police reports to the porn administrator, they will not give us a reply. So in that case, cyber security experts will come into the picture, guys. So police will ask, Sandeep, you do that. Any expert it can be across the world. There are a number of very good experts across the globe. They may ask, like, even they may take my help also, and they will be asking, like, Sandeep, we require the IP address of this post. Please delete the post. Please delete the fake account. So they may be asking. So we do some scrapes, that, this, and blah, 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 and we will try to do some activity on that. So here, that is how the cyber security role will be played. So cyber security will come into the picture only if it is required. If not, there is no role for cyber security. But In nowadays, the situation, the requirement is too high, and the cyber security has become a mandatory for every corporate company and even a government sector, right? So I hope that you're quite fine. So I will just talk in Hindi and sometimes I will talk in Telugu also. I feel that English is far better for you people to understand, right? जब ऐसा जब भी होते हैं ना, कभी भी कुछ भी करो आप सोच के करना पड़ेगा. जब क्लिक कर दे या कोई URLs पे कर दे, कुछ भी हो, okay, थोड़ा देख के रहना पड़ेगा. Now I will talk about some major things like how you are being attacked. How you're being attacked from cyber criminals. What are the general mistakes? What are the mistakes generally you people create? And what you people are trying to do on your computers. For example, imagine I'm a hacker and you are a user. What I will do, I will just create a fake profile and I will start chit-chatting with you. I will collect your information like your school, your date of birth and all information. And then I will start chatting to you and I will start sending you some fake links. It can be a fake link, or it can be a phishing link, or it can be a virus, or it can be a Trojan, it can be malware, or it can some images. That means I can hack your phone or a Facebook account, anything it can be, just with an image. What the people will do is that they will put some Trojan or a malware inside the photograph, and then they will start sending you. So when you click, as usual, the photo will be displayed, but your system will be creating a backdoor. So your computer will be created as a backdoor so that the hacker can access. They can get your keyloggers, they can get your screen, live screen, they can switch on your camera, they can access your hard disk, they can get into your Facebook account or a Google account, they will change your passwords, they will remove your alternate phone number and email ID, and then from the next second, you people start saying that, sir, my account got hacked, and you will just put a status behalf of your friend that, oh, Sandeep's account got hacked, please don't reply, so that his friends will see and they will start replying to them. And they may report that it's an abuse or the account is compromised or the some wrong activities is being happening on the account. So we will keep reporting. So in worst case, okay, the Facebook may be reported, but in worst case, the victim will go to the cybercrime police station and they will file a case. So that is all. That means nowadays the most affected activity across the globe through internet connection. First is URL, right? We are getting n multiple URLs. And the second one is files, like attachments through emails, through WhatsApp, anything it can be. And the third is we are getting some n multiple of images, right? So these are the general, every user is suffering. Every user wants to know that, sir, if I click on this URL, do you think that I'm safe? How to check whether this URL is safe or not? How to check whether there is a virus inside this URL or not? How to check whether this URL is merged with another URLs? Because, you know, one URL, suppose for example, I have created some URLs, sandeepmudalkar.com/so-and-so.php. So that is a URL, and that inside that URL, I can put thousands of URLs. That one URL can be related to Trojan, or one URL related to grabbing IP address, or one URL it can be related to what you call ads. One URL it can be, so like different URLs. That is the reason I hope you already observed. When you have visited some website, automatically some pop-ups will get open. Is it or not? Some pop-ups will get open and you will start just closing it. You will start closing it blindly. Just wait a moment, guys. I'm getting some messages so that I can share this live video on my wall as well, so that it will be benefited to other people also. Right. Sorry. So people wants to know that how to check whether that URL is safe or not. So how to check if there is a virus inside the photograph, and how to check whether there is a hidden file inside the RAR file, anything it can be. So I can say that, being an expert, I can say that yes, your phone or a computer can be hacked through image also. I can do some binding through steganography, and I will put a virus and I will start sending to you. So you people will start downloading from various, I will put it on torrent, and you common people will start downloading all the files like cracks, pirated softwares. You people will start downloading some PlayStation games, pirated movies. So along with that, my virus also will be coming. When you search for the cracks, those all cracks are also virus only. Don't believe in that, guys. They are very dangerous. In case like if you are using a pirated software, I am sure that your computer is being monitored by the person who has created that operating system. So be careful about that. You know, guys, buying for 3,000 rupees or 4,000 rupees of Windows 7, 8.1 is not a big thing, right? So you can just spend some amount of rupees and you can buy that key. But in case if you use pirated software, then there will be huge loss. So you have to think about that a lot. That is the reason how the cyber crime, how we are inviting cyber crimes to our doorstep. We are inviting cyber crimes to our doorstep, and that is how we are going to cyber crimes. Because when you are inviting, even they have to invite, right? When you are inviting criminal, the department also should invite you. So you have to go there at any cost. In case you may think that, sir, you are an expert, so instead of going to police, can't we come and take help of yours? That is not possible. You have to go to the police station and then you have to file a case at any cost, because we have no right to take up any cases. We have right only to get the cases from the authorities, like from the police officers, investigation officers, not at all. So like you can just search about me on Google. I have trained Indian Army, Gujarat Police, Rachakunda Police, Hyderabad Cyber Cell, Police, Ongole, Anantapur. Now we are about to plan for Anantapur Police. So many departments I have covered till date. Even recently also I went to Maldives also, and I got connected to some higher officials, and we had some meetings there. Nowadays the cybersecurity is playing very important role. For example, how the cybersecurity is important to us. For example, imagine that you know about artificial intelligence, and I hope that there are many people who wants to make their career in artificial intelligence, or there may be some guys who wants to make career in blockchains. For example, it's artificial intelligence or blockchains. Again, there is the internet connectivity is there. In both point of view, there is the internet connectivity is there. So again, for protecting purpose, cybersecurity is must. Imagine that you have taken some courses on cybersecurity and you got trained, and you want to make career in in artificial intelligence, blockchains, VLSA, embedded systems, anything it can be. Then if you say that I have already trained on cybersecurity and this is what the certificate I have, and if you apply for job on artificial intelligence, people will hire you blindly, because people wants who already has some skills on cybersecurity. Such people only they are getting hired in corporate companies. People think that, why that cybersecurity? I don't belong to computer department. I belongs to electronics department. Computer subject is not most important. Why you do think like that? Because you are using internet. You have an email. You have a WhatsApp. You have a smartphone. You have every activity. You are doing that, this and all. You're watching YouTube. So many activities you are doing. Then in that case, how do you think that cybersecurity is not my cup of tea? It's absolutely wrong, right? So we should never think like that. Nowadays, the technology is connected to end to end. That means peak to peak. It's our responsibility to understand. Yes, we have to think about the subject of cybersecurity also. Like I am a cybersecurity expert. Now I'm getting calls, invitations, meetings from various departments. Today also I have a corporate training at 3 to 4 p.m. today afternoon, and that company belongs to some hardware. They develop some screws, such kind of activities they develop. But how do you think that cybersecurity is important even to them also? Yes, it is important, because even they have a computers, they are using smartphones, even they have a routers there, they are chatting, they are sharing, they are doing that, this and all. In that case, it's our responsibility to think about the subject of cybersecurity. So it can be any type of career. You can make a plan for that, but make sure you're taking cybersecurity subject at any cost. You may think that, sir, what is the best course and what is the best institute and which university we have to prefer and all. There will be a lot of questions which is being raised by the common people nowadays, but due to lack of proper guidance, there is no career guidance, especially for cybersecurity. You have been seeing like a lot of articles, you have been seeing a lot of cases which is being shown in the TV, and police department spreading a lot of awareness. You have to understand that how cyber crime is playing important role in our daily lifestyle. Right. So in that case, I will give you some important scenario which you have to be focused when it comes to the security point of view of technology. First is URL. Second is attachments. Third is websites. After demonetization, it's completely digital India. Right. Now we have to do all digital transactions. So every company is focusing on penetration testing. That means when some product like application or a website is being launched by any company, they have to do some penetration testing. That is generally called as VAPD, vulnerable assessment and penetration testing. Vulnerable assessment means hacking into the website and finding bugs. Penetration testing means we have to fix the bugs. So there are a lot of requirements there are in corporate companies. So that is how the VAPD is playing a major role. So we have very good tie-ups with some corporate companies, and we recruit our students also there. So website hacking is most important. So again, next is computer hacking. Computers are getting compromised. Even the smartphones are compromised. So you have to focus in that point of view also. And other than that is phishing attacks. Lot of URLs we are getting through SMS, like when we are visiting some porn websites or dating sites, when you're connecting to strangers. It's not only like a strangers, it can be relatives or it can be your friends, anything it can be, guys. So it's very difficult to trust the person who's sitting beside to us. It's very difficult to trust them. So never believe anyone. Suppose when you give your smartphone to anyone, over, he can do anything. If he's an expert, he will just put a malware and then he will start spying on you. So you might be not know that Aja, why he will do? He's my best friend. He's my childhood friend. He's my brother. He's my cousin brother. They are my parents. So you might be thinking like this many different kind of scenarios, but in that case, you should not believe anyone, because your privacy is most important to everyone. Everyone wants to know what you're doing. Everyone wants to know what is there in your phone. Everyone wants to know what you're doing on WhatsApp, and they want to know what kind of chats you're doing, with whom you're chatting. It can be a mother, or it can be a father, or it can be a brother, sister, friends, whoever everyone wants to know what you're doing. When you're using smartphone for a regular basis, of course everyone will start suspecting, अरे might be उसको girlfriend है यार, उसलिए 24 घंटे chat करते रहता है. Or your mother might be thinking, अरे my son is doing some great job, he's doing some research, he's doing some project work, but something is happening which is not being known to your parents, right? As a responsible parent, as a responsible citizen, it's your responsibility to think about that, is it or not? So that is how, guys, the major role will be being played. So I will just tell you some websites. Suppose, for example, someone has sent you some URL. All right, when someone has sent you some URL, and if you want to check whether that URL is safe or not, so you can use the website called virustotal.com, www.virustotal.com, virustotal.com. This website will allow you to scan the URL, whether there is any JavaScripting is there or there is any malware is there, and then it will allow you to scan, and then you can get the result whether the URL is safe or not. If you get in that in that website, across the globe there are total 67 antiviruses. There are some various from 67 to 72 antiviruses are there total. Like you're using Kaspersky and someone is using 360 total security OS, right? Different antiviruses is there, Norton. Okay, this kind of antivirus like that, there are total 67 to 72 antiviruses or there, 72 to 75 deflections will be there in that. So this all antiviruses, the database is being maintained in virustotal.com website. So when you start scanning that URL, it will show the result whether that URL is safe or not. And then if you get the result as positive, okay, you can click on the URL and you can do whatever you want. That is up to you. In case like if the website has identified that URL is suspicious, then in that case, don't click on that, guys. Please delete the message and please block that person, because that person is trying to steal your information. Suppose, for example, if you want to check whether there are any other URLs inside that URL or not, then you can use iplogger.org. In that URL extractor is there, option is there. You can just put the URL and the data will be extracted, and you can see is there any other viruses or there or not. Okay, and in the same website, you have an option to scan the files. So you can upload around 500 MB file. You can just upload that file which you have received from your friend, colleague, or from your relative, anyone it can be, or neighbors. You can just upload that file into that, and then you can scan it, and then it will show you the result whether the antivirus is good or whether the file is safe or not. Because you might be using Norton, but I say that Norton is not good. I may say that Kaspersky is good or 360 is good. Might be 360 and Kaspersky has identified that file is a virus, but whereas the Norton antivirus is could not able to find. So in that case, if you use this virustotal.com website, it will benefit you a lot. So when anyone is sending you any link, or if anyone is sending you any attachments, please upload those files into the virustotal.com and then scan it. And if you feel it's safe, that it is valid, good, okay, fine, you are safe. Okay, and other than that, suppose if you want to check whether your computer is hacked or not, right? In that case, you can use autoruns.inf. Autoruns.inf will allow you to check whether your computer is compromised or not. So please get it from the Microsoft website. You can download from there and then you start using it. When you run that application, there will be red color. Red colors will be displayed. that red color is considered as a virus. So if you find such viruses, please delete it immediately. Okay, so that is how you can use those tools. And apart from autoruns.inf, you can use even process monitor. Again, you can get it from the Microsoft website. Process monitor also is very good tool, I can say, because it will allow you to check what all the files which is being running from back to your computer without your knowledge. So make sure to check properly before getting into that. I know. So there are so many activities. Yeah, okay, I got some messages here. Let me check the comments. Vaishnavi, but it is not easy to hack any account. I can say chances are there, 50-50 chances, because if you think that we are intelligent, then the cyber criminals are more intelligent on that. If you think that yes, your account is safe, else your computer is safe, you cannot judge that whether your network is also safe. So there are a lot of chances your account can be compromised. But the main reason behind if your account is hacked, the only thing is they might be sending some URL or they have sent you some attachment. So these are the two reasons. In case like if you have clicked in such scenarios, then definitely your account is compromised. But still, there are other techniques also to hack your accounts. I hope already you are aware about the data breach. So data breach also can be done. So in that case also, even if your network or your computer or smartphone is safe, still there are chances like your accounts can be hacked. So we cannot give a judgment that no, it's not possible to hack. There are many chances. People keep on hack. For example, I will give you one more idea. Suppose there is some bunch of cookies are stored in your browser when you're accessing to internet. So when you're searching with some data in Google, or when you're logging into your Facebook account or Google Gmail, anything it can be, your data is generally stored in form of cookies, and criminals can steal your cookies. Suppose if you're using a pirated operating system, then the person has created that pirated operating system. When you're using a crack, he can steal your cookies. That means he can do everything whatever you do, right? He can access to your Facebook account, he can access to your Gmail accounts without your usernames and password. Usernames and passwords are not required. They will just access to your accounts just with the help of cookies, right? So in that case also, we cannot give any statement that whether the hacker can hack or not. He may hack or he may not hack, but that all dependent on us again. So you have to be very careful in that point of view. Even if you have antivirus security, can cyber criminals still send virus and effect? Yes, it's possible, guys. For example, imagine that I have created some virus file, Trojan. I have created a Trojan, and that every file has a digital signature. Imagine that the Trojan, the digital signature which is there to my Trojan, when I'm scanning with my antivirus, it will say that this is a virus. Do you know how generally this virus works? Imagine that Sytech Labs application is there, and some SHASHI Foundation application is there, and some virus is there. So Sytech Labs is a registered, and SHASHI Foundation is also registered organizations. But whereas the virus, the people have developed the virus, they are not registered organization. What they will do is that they will steal the digital signature of registered companies. Like for example, if you take Sytech Labs application digital signature or SHASHI Foundation digital signature, they will steal the digital signature and they will bind the digital signature to that virus. When the virus is getting binded with the digital signature, and when you start scanning, your antivirus will say that yes, it is safe, because you're using a registered digital signature. So we should never depend. And I can say that antiviruses is the one which keeps on steals our information. It's not like a stealing. For example, we are allowing the antivirus to scan our files, right? Every file is being uploaded into the antivirus server, the antivirus which you're using, and that data also can be stored or it cannot be stored. But because it's not possible to scan directly, they have to take your file, they have to upload on their server, and then they have to start scanning it. Then only it will show the result that whether the antivirus is safe. That means you're giving your identity to them, right? We are itself giving our information to them. You have a Facebook account, you're giving pictures to society to follow, to like, to comment. Why you're giving them? That means this is all happening with our knowledge only. It's not like only hacker is able to steal us. It's not like only pirated software is stealing us. It's not like only Pakistani people are stealing us. It's not like that. It's all depends on you. Oh, let me cross check again. Oh, okay. What about cracked version of Adobe? And don't use cracked version, guys. Sanjana, I request you don't use any cracked versions. They are not at all safe. Please go, if in case if you are doing any high level transactions and if you are depending on internet for all the time, please don't use cracked versions. Go for full versions. You just buy the key, buy the software, and you can use that. Don't depend on that. So do we have any software which can become a firewall against the issue of, yes, you have a Glasswire. Glasswire is a very good application which allows you to act as a firewall in your Android phones, guys. Okay, every Android phone doesn't has a firewall, but whereas the Apple phones has a firewall. Okay, that is the reason they are very costly. So as you know, for example, I can hack your phone just with the help of image. I can hack your phone just with the help of your WhatsApp number. I will do some injecting and then I will get the access of your accounts, right? So, but in that case, iPhones is not possible to hack, but whereas the Android phones are very easy to hack. In that case, if you use Glasswire on your smartphone, then it will act as a firewall and it will stop all the suspicious attacks which are happening. There may be n multiple updates which has been happening on your phone, right, back to you, which you are not aware. There are some applications which updates automatically. It can be a computer, or it can be a your smartphone also. So in that case, please use Glasswire. It will be in a green color. So if you use this Glasswire software for smartphone and even for your computer, it's very quite safe. I use that a lot. In that you will find the attacks, you will get the IP addresses of the attacker, and then you will get the location of longitudinal address. A lot of data you will get from which port number and all. You know, like internet was developed in 1960s, guys. Actually, okay, internet was developed in 1960s and it was launched in developed by United States, and it was launched in the year 1983. That was in the year 1983, January 1st. So at the time, the first internet was launched across the globe, but people haven't get the access of internet. So the internet was available to the civilians, like people like us, in 1991 on August 6th. On August 6th, we got the access of internet. That was in the year 1991. And there was a internet disconnection across the world. In which year? I hope you are aware about that. I don't know whether you are aware or you have been hearing this for the first time. Yes, that is true. Internet got disconnected across the world in 1987 for 3 days. For 3 days, the internet was disconnected. You know the reason behind how it got disconnected? You know where generally the Google servers are generally stored? You know how end-to-end country we are getting internet access? They all generally called as submarine communication cables. They are called as submarine communication cables. So in 1987, the internet was disconnected due to shark. The shark has bitten the cable because the cables are inside the ocean, guys. Okay, not on the towers or not on the lands like how the pipelines or the internet cables we are getting. The internet connectivity doesn't work like that. Internet connectivity we are getting from various sources, and from where India is getting internet. India is getting internet from Cochin, Kerala. Okay, and one more place is there. Cochin, Kerala. One more state is there. I'm not able to remember that. There are 3 points of submarine where we are getting internet connection. Through that only we are getting internet. One is Kerala, Chennai, and Trivandrum, I guess. Okay, Chennai and Trivandrum are almost nearby only. So there is one more. So if you want to check the internet connectivity, you can go to the website Submarine Cable, submarinecablemap.com. If you go to this place, then you can find complete picture from wherever you are getting. Yes, Cochin. One is Cochin, guys. I remember now. Cochin, Chennai, and Kerala. From three points, we are getting internet connection. Okay, you can check about these things on Submarine Cable Map. Okay, so that is all. And you know the data centers, where the data centers are stored, Microsoft, Google, these all data centers are stored inside the ocean again. They are inside the ocean, guys. You can just search in Google even about that also. There are 864 servers, data center servers, and these 864 servers inside the ocean because the temperature is too high of server. That is the reason for cooling purpose they are putting those servers, data centers inside the ocean. This is most important that everyone should be aware about that. Right. So, sir, how we know which site is safe? See, it's not like everyone knows that HTTP and HTTPS protocol is there. If the HTTP is, if you think that it is not safe, then I can say that HTTPS is also not safe. Okay, HTTPS means it's secure. We know that HTTPS websites are safe, but nowadays the hackers are able to create HTTPS fake pages also. Don't believe in that. So whether the page is HTTP or HTTPS, it doesn't make any sense, guys. The only thing is you should cross check with the URL and the source code of the page, and you have to check whether the page is copyrighted or not. Then only you have to do any kind of activity on that website. So it's, if you are aware about some skills like programming skills, and if you have already knowledge on cybersecurity, only those people can understand how to check whether the website is safe or not, or the applications are safe or not. Is it necessary to have antivirus? Yes, I can say it's necessary, but I don't use any antivirus because I don't believe in antivirus, because I'm already aware about the attacks. I'm already aware about the scripts which is being using by the hackers. So that is the reason I don't use any antivirus, because I suspect antivirus a lot. So for a common user, antivirus is must. So for the best antivirus, I can say Kaspersky. If you want to go for paid, use Kaspersky antivirus. That is very good. In case like if you want to go for free of cost, you can go for 360 total security. But here one drawback, that 360 antivirus belongs to China, guys. Okay, that doesn't belong to any other country. China owns that. So you know the situation how the COVID-19 is making us. So if in case if you are installing 360 total security, then that will be very tough to protect yourself. But I can say that 360 security is very good antivirus, but they are using very powerful scripting in that. That is the reason I'm saying that they are very good. But there may be chances your information also can be stolen through that. What is the exact use of firewall and how it can be? See, about that you can just Google, guys. So I think it's not necessary to discuss about those things. So it's just for the protection to safeguard yourself. How to safeguard our mobile? What antivirus or software to be used? See, guys, one thing I want to say very clear is that in case like if you want to cross check whether your phone is safe or not. So most of the viruses are generally invisible. They are not visible to anyone. So in that case, if you want to cross check whether there are any invisible applications or there or not, you can check for that easy uninstaller. Through easy uninstaller, you can cross check is there any hidden applications or there in your smartphone or not. And again, antivirus means you can use cleaners. There are some third-party cleaners out there like CC Cleaner, like how we have it for computer and smartphone. You can use that also. Please check with the ratings and the comments given by them, and please check with the consumption. So when you're using some application, most of the people never check like how much battery drain is happening on that, like how much data it's being preserving. So in that case, please check even this also. So there is no any proper tips to find whether the application is safe or not. Only thing is you have to download the APK file and you have to do some diagnosis on that, and then you can identify the source of that. Oh, so there is an Excel file I received in attachment. I checked it on Virus Total and it was showing safe over there. It was shown clean, but when I opened the Excel sheet, it's starting encrypted. Yeah, might be the Excel sheet is encrypted. So generally the encrypted files cannot be scanned because they are encrypted with some passwords, right? So it's not possible to use such websites. WinRAR, such files can be done, but write protected. Suppose if you take Excel sheets or a MS Word files, you can just protect with a password, but it can be not only Virus Total does. If you just upload that file in your Gmail, and then you can, Gmail will attach, but it will say that the file is encrypted and cannot be scanned. So it is not possible to scan the file, even it can be Gmail. So only if the password is not there, then only it can scan. So that is how, Mr. Gaurav. Howard McAfee, don't use the McAfee, guys. It's not at all good. I don't suggest. Okay, I hope that I have cleared all the queries. So if you have anything more, you can just ping me on my business number or else on my Facebook profile. Okay, so that is how the tips has to be taken by you all. So it's almost like 40 minutes. So now we will get into the career path of cybersecurity, how you can start and what kind of skills are required and what kind of programming skills are required here. For example, if you want to start a career, most of the people think that, sir, I don't have any programming knowledge. This is the first question which gets raised by everyone. Just wait a moment. Every student have a very career guidance is not the properly nowadays. People wants to know like, is there any courses we have to do before getting into cybersecurity? or only computers student only can get into this domain, else the mechanical is also student is also eligible. I am a degree student, I am an intermediate student, am I eligible to, and will I able to understand these courses or not? So different questions are being raised by many students nowadays. Not only students, even like retired officers, like police, any government officials, and even the parents wants to spy on their kids, like the activities they are doing. So there are different scenarios for that. So before getting into the career in cybersecurity, first let us discuss one point of view that, so you haven't got trained how to use computer and you haven't got trained how to use internet. So it was all self-run, right? No one has given you training like how to use smartphone and all. So with your self-interest, you have learned these technologies, and that is how you're using computers, internet, and smartphones nowadays. In the similar way, if you have a self-interest, and patience, then only you can get into cybersecurity domain. In case if you don't have a patience, so I suggest don't get into this domain, because cybersecurity is like an ocean. So when you get into the ocean, already you are aware about the fishes, how wonderful fishes you can see, colorful fishes, different fishes, right? You are aware about that, and will be more excited to see those. So in the similar way, when you get into the cybersecurity domain, you will be excited and you want to know more and more things. So when you get into your friends' accounts, and when you hack someone's website, when you break into someone's applications, or when you take control of someone's phone, there are many scenarios you may be getting excited, because when you got someone's data, you will be excited for sure. In the similar way, patience and self-interest is most important to get into cybersecurity. Now I will just talk about the domains which people are into, whether you are a BTech student or a government employee or a degree student, intermediate or a school student, anything it can be, anyone can get into the cybersecurity domain. So I will just give you some list of courses, like how you can make a plan for that. Only under 18 is not allowed, guys. People who are under 18, they're not eligible to get into these courses, because you are 18 plus students only, they are eligible, because they don't know the value of the crimes, and they are not aware about the activities. They are kids, they don't understand what is what. So they may do some wrong activities, which is very difficult task for them. So here, to get into the cybersecurity career, first what you have to do is that you should be well and good with the computer hardware and software. That is point number one. Point number two, you should be aware about the access of internet, how the internet is being accessed and all, like about the websites, and how to download a software, how to install operating system, and the functionality of hardware and software. These all, and some basic knowledge on the network. So these things are most important. So after that, when you want to get into the cybersecurity domain, most of the people start watching some YouTube videos. I suggest don't watch those videos, guys. They are not at all good. So because they may ask you, they may show you how to hack a Facebook. When you open such videos, such YouTube videos, they will show you how to create a fake page, and then in between they will skip some steps, and then in the final end of the day you will get the password. That person will show you the password, and you may be trying to do along with him, but in between some steps will be missed and you will be messed up with that. So in that case, don't watch such YouTube, because you will be getting a negative impact on your mind that अरे क्या करा कि उन्हें just Facebook अकाउंट बना दिया और उसके अंदर कुछ स्टेप्स उड़ा दिया और उसको पासवर्ड आ गया, ये पूरे फुल बना रहा. That is how people will think, and we may thinking that अरे they are making us fool, there is nothing like hacking, blah blah and all. Yes, it's possible, but the videos, people are watching YouTube videos, their mindset is too much negative on cybersecurity, because they are very much bored to watch such videos, and they may say that even the institutes will not able to teach anything, they are waste, let's not join in such courses and all. But it's not like that, guys. You have to choose an institute in such a way that the people who are working for some government companies, and they are well experienced, they have got some recognition from the government, please select such institutes only. Okay, so in cybersecurity, there are total 7 level of courses will be there. 7 level of courses will be there. So it is generally considered as level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, like that. So the level 1 course is basic beginner course, that is certified ethical hacker. First, if you want to make a career, first you have to get into the certified ethical hacker course at any cost. And certified ethical hacker course can be joined by anyone. Even school student also will be able to understand. It's not like only corporate or a computer student. It's not like that. Anyone can understand the subject, because this certified ethical hacker will benefit a lot. Even the parents, student, corporate employee, government employee, whoever wants to protect yourself from cyber criminals, you can go for certified ethical hacker. Generally, we ask people that whether you want the cybersecurity only for the knowledge or you want to make a career. So we generally say, the people will say that, sir, I just want only for knowledge purpose. Then in that case, I suggest you go for only level 1 course, that is beginner, that is called certified ethical hacker. That is more than enough. And certified ethical hacker, the duration is 2 months, and there are different modules which is being provided by many organizations. Even we are providing the courses at our center. And once you're done with the certified ethical hacker, you can go for career. So if you feel like, yes, I'm able to understand the subject, so then you have to go for career path. How this career path is generally assigned? So once you're done with the level 1, you have to go for level 3, that is certified penetration testing. Okay, in between level 1 and level 2, level 3, there is a level 2 is also there. That course is certified forensic investigator. Certified forensic investigator is generally for the investigations like collecting of digital evidences. So this forensic course is very much benefited for the experts who wants to start their own companies, right, and who wants to work with the government. Then they have to go for certified forensic investigator. So after that, the student has to go for level 3, that is certified penetration testing. So level 1, level 3 and level 4 is must for people whoever wants to make their careers in corporate companies. So level 1 is certified ethical hacker and level 3 is certified penetration testing. It has 2.5 months duration. And then you have to go for level 4, that is certified information system security expert or a professional. So anything it can be. Generally they have shortcuts like CEH, CPT, CFI, CSSC, different shortcuts has been given for that. So after level 4, you can get a job opportunity. So if you go for level 1, level 3, level 4, you can get into cybersecurity domains. And whereas how the packages are being given by the corporate companies, you know, for the freshers, they are offering like from 23,000 to 60 to 80,000 for the expertise level. Suppose, as I said before, like if you want to get into the artificial intelligence, else if you want to get into the blockchains, then you can have to go for these courses also at any course. Then you will be expertise. Suppose you know that the technology is more faster and every day the technology is getting changed, and we have to keep on upgrade. We have to upgrade our skills. If we don't upgrade our skills, then we are considered as outdated. So there is no chance. So we have to keep on update all the time. So that means you have to do research, R&D. Research and development is must. For every student, you have to keep on do research and development. So that is how you can just have a look about the courses we are offering from SciTechLabs.com website. And in this lockdown period also, we are going for some online courses. And apart from that, physical classes will be also there. After the lockdown, we may plan for some batches, guys. So you can just make a plan. And where our office is located at Malakpet DB Tower. So let me get through the, what is the part to get into advisory of a big forum consulting firm. See guys, consulting firm I don't suggest, because if you want to work for any consulting firm, they may be asking you for high experience. Because, you know, suppose for example, you got into IT in the year 2005 or 2006 or 2007. And those people wants to switch their career into the cybersecurity, and the experience which you have and the domain which you are getting into nowadays, there may be some different, because you are considered as a fresher, not as an experienced candidate. But it will be based on your current CTC only. The paid will be on current CTC only. So I don't suggest for the consulting firm. As advisory, okay, that is secondary. Like you can work for some companies on third party. Like you can work as an advisory for that, but not on a full-term basis. So consulting firms, I don't suggest. Please advise on the GRC. Okay, so that is out of the part. We can talk about personal. You can just ping me on Facebook, Gaurav. Okay, so that is how. So that is I want to discuss behalf of the SHASHI Dream Foundation, and I hope that this live will be benefiting you a lot. So if you have any queries and all, you can just ping me on my WhatsApp 849795347. So it's my business number. So it's a 460. I repeat, 849795347. And my company is Sytech Labs Private Limited. And you can just search with my name, Sandeep Mudalkar. You will get a lot of information. And you can just watch my YouTube videos, and even you can go through with my Facebook profile. And then there are some articles. Today also it was published in Namaste Telangana, and yesterday also there was my article behalf of lockdown. like how the common civilians is being targeted behalf of this insurance, fake policies, and about the corona updates. So a lot of activities are being happening behalf of the cyber criminals. So when you're getting any fake calls, like if you get any call like bank or a Paytm, please ignore such calls. Don't give any information. Job fraud related. When some person is asking you money for your job, that means it is fake, guys. Don't ever give money to them. So when some financial activities is involved in any call or in any business, then that is considered as fake. So don't get into online activity where the commercials are being committed by such people. So those people are cyber criminals, so be careful with that. And, and I hope that this live session has benefited you a lot in this boring time. And if you have any queries, you can just drop me in the comment box, else you can just ping me on WhatsApp again. You can visit sytechlabs.com, and sandeepmudalkar.com is my official website. Please like our page and do subscribe and share this video. Okay, and you will get so many updates off of me all the time. So currently I am about to give training for the judiciaries online for 4 days of Mumbai, and then after that the police training is also has been scheduled for some state which has been not yet confirmed, and after that again Indian Army trainings are about to schedule for the Army Jawans in Hyderabad, in Tirumalgiri MCME. So like that I am occupied with so many activities. So try to make this as a career, and I wish you good luck. Thank you so much.